Just started playing how to fish and absolutely have no idea what you're doing? Don't worry. I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks I've picked up because I've played lots of hours and it'll make your first couple hours easier. The first tip is, honestly, is don't waste your money. I know it's tempting, like, oh my god, hot dogs, let me spam hot dogs. All you really need is one fishing rod, one hot dog. You could use a knife. You don't even need to use a knife or brass knuckles, really. But you gotta give him the beer can to fight the boss. Easy peasy. Honestly, just my big mistake was just spending so much money. Like, oh, I'll need to get the brass knuckles, then I gotta get the knife, and then everyone has to have the brass knuckles. And when there's four of you, it can add up quite a lot. And it can just take a lot of time. So to speed up the process, honestly, just save your money. So once you get the fight the first boss, the tip I can tell you is the boss timings are pretty easy for the first one, but some people get confused. All you have to do is it gets tired on its own. Let's grab a knife real quick. It gets tired on its own, so you just move back and forth, dodging him, and eventually he just gets tired. When he gets tired, you just come up, stab him 5 or 6 times, then you back up. Then you run around. Oh, he gets tired again. You stab him 5 or 6 times. That's it. Comes around. Oh, you stab him a couple times. You get the gist. Now let's just murder him. Oh, yeah. Easy. Another tip is when you're driving this boat, you think you need the radar and stuff like that. The best thing, honestly, is look at the sky. The first island, from like to get to the next island, what I do is I just look at the sun. Just look at the sun and drive towards the sun. Don't even need the GPS. And then it will take you to the second island. Oh, and there it is. Slightly off to the left. Following the sun, you just find it like that. Easy peasy. Another tip I would like to tell you is this dynamite. This is how you eat. You know, in the beginning when I was playing, I was like, I'm gonna eat clams to get food, and that's what I'm gonna use for hunger, right? No. All you do is light a dynamite, throw it in the water, and boom, you have food. Look at this. Nom nom. Oh, look at how much hunger. It gives you 5 fish per dynamite. And honestly, you could just take this fish and sell it, and you would make all your money back. So like one fish, $22 covered up basically almost the whole cost of the dynamite. So if I sell 2 of the 5 fish, I can still eat 3 of them. That's a pretty good deal in my opinion. Another tip, always buy the extra inventory slot. It's necessary. I always recommend keeping food in your inventory when you're fighting bosses. It's just necessary. And honestly, when you're playing this game and you're fighting bosses, don't keep stuff in your inventory. Like, don't keep the fishing rod. You can just leave it on the ground. You can have your gun, have all your slots full of food. Let me just fill it up real quick. All right, and there's like that. I got my fish right here. So you can just easy have gun, eat in the fight, and then find leeches. You just look around in this area right here by the trees. You're always just chilling around here. You just grab one, throw it at this lady. She gives you the bait, and then you can fight the boss. Simple as pie. Oh, and the fishing rod. Here we go. Just pick it up. You don't even have to keep it in your inventory. You can just pick it up. Now, the next tip is controversial, but I recommend turning on the barbecue because the barbecue, what it does is it 1.5 times your profits. So you see the profits of the value, it goes up right there. Once it hits 1.5 times, you want to remove it because if you keep it on long, it just deletes the value and then it burns. But if you keep it at 1.5 times, just right on the money right there, just press 1.5 and then stop and then go sell it, that's max profit. You just get extra like money for having the barbecue. And then what you get it is you buy the lure right here. 280 boss lure. You throw it out. You get the shark. You kill the shark. You give the shark to the man. Easy peasy. I also recommend when you catch fish, you can bring it against walls and stuff like that. So that way they try to escape, but they can't. You see? He's trying to get to the water, and then you don't have to worry about chasing them. Another thing is, you want to increase the multiplier. So when you kill stuff, the best way to do it is by doing 360s, jumping in the air, no scoping, last bullet. So honestly, what I just do is I just stand above them, and then I just like, you know what? I can just go bop or bop. Oh my god, I suck at this game. There we go. See how it says headshot, aerial, overkill? And that's how you can increase the value of the multiplier. So you just do trick shots, will just increase it by a lot. Then you cook it, you know, just like before. And bada bing, bada boom, sniper. Get down! once you get to this island, when you get to this part right here, I recommend this sandy part right here, and you bring it over into this corner, and they try to escape through that corner, and you can do whatever you want to it. You can 360, you can no scope, you can jump, you can whatever you, and they just sit there. So I highly recommend this box. Like, it's just amazing. Look, he's not going anywhere. I can do what I want when I want it, and then I just come up to him and I go like 360. And then you see that aerial 360 point blank 2.8. Look at that value, $700. Throw it here, and then one time for the one time we throw it on gambling. So gambling, it never works out, but you never know till you try it. You know, it's called FOMO right here, fear of missing out. If I hit this right now, I'm actually, it's over. Well, oh well. And my last tip is the drip fish. They're a pain to get, and you're like, how do I get those drip fish? There's so many. It's simple. Just get the lure that you want to get the drip fish of. For example, I'm just using the standard bait right now. You right click every time you see creature caught. You just right click. There you go. You see that? You see when you see the special one? When you see the special one, you let it come to the surface. There's a special one right there. And every single time you see one you don't want, you just right click. That is simple as that. I'll show it one more time. Oh, I don't like that one, right click. I don't like that one, right click. I don't like that one, right click. And then when you see the one you do want, you just drag it in. I didn't get a special one, but you see, you get the point. You get the point. Die. Anyways, that's the end of my tips and tricks. I hope you enjoyed. These are just the little things I found over the last day or two. The game just came out, so hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful day.